Was good? It's Jimmypocketts. We back in Atlantic City. I usually like to come down here about once a month in the summer. When you're a DJ gambler in the pits like me, the rooms are always comped, the meals are comped, so why not? If it's free, it's for me. I usually log more hours in the pits than in the poker room. A lot of people are shocked when I say that. I mention this because I didn't plan on vlogging this session since I was drained from the pits. I knew it was going to be a short session, but I start to after we lose an $800 pot, three-way all-in on the flop. When we missed our flush draw and straight draw, we fell victim to the too many out syndrome, and then we proceed to win 8 hands in a row, like 8 hands in a row. Just crushing the table. I'm thinking maybe I should start vlogging. So I'm still up a decent amount, even after losing that $800 pot, when we look down at pocket queens in the small blind. Few limps, and I make it 15. The big blind calls, and 3 of the limpers call. We go to the flop, 5 ways, and boom, we flop a set. Betting out in the 4 opponents' first act looks incredibly strong here, but we do it anyways, and c-bet for 25. Only the cutoff calls, and the turn is the 8 of spades. Now I bet out for 55, and he calls again. When he calls again like this, I begin to think he might be on a flush draw. That doesn't matter though, when the river is the king of hearts. A few straight draws complete, but we can't be afraid of monsters under the bed. I bet out for 100, he folds pretty quickly, and we drag in another one. Real quick, if you aren't subscribed, hit that sub button, turn me up. I'm really trying to hit 1K subs by the end of the year, and we're sitting around 300 right now. Let's make it happen. About 10 minutes later, we pick up ace-queen suited in middle position and make it 15. The button and big blind call, 3 ways now. The flop is queen 3-2 with 2 hearts. We got top. I c-bet for 15 and they both call. The turn is the 9 of diamonds. Now I lead out for 35 and the button 3-bets me to 90. I'm trying to think what he has here since his line doesn't really make sense. Like, why would he 3-bet when the 9 falls? Now this is an old man. I'm thinking if he had pocket 9s, he would have folded on the flop. He's an OMC, and OMCs do not 3-bet their flush draws on the turn. And lastly, I just don't think queen 9 is in his range. This guy plays very tight. When things don't make sense, I'm confused. I tend to call. But since he only had about 125 behind, I decide to jam him all in. He pretty much snap calls, and the river is a 3 of diamonds pair in the board. I show immediately, and he waits a little bit, and sort of slow rolls the chop. He flips over ace-queen offsuit, we chop it up. I leave shortly after this, booking a solid win of 428. When I'm racking up, one guy says something like, maybe I could finally win a pot now that you're leaving. I thought that shit was pretty funny. I think the only pot I lost all night was that 800 one off camera. We would have had a massive win if we dragged that one in when I missed both the flush and straight draw. We come back about 3 weeks later and hop into 1-3 again for the max, 400. We're about 1 hour into the session when we get dealt pocket 2s on the button. A few limps and then the hijack makes it 13. We call and go to the flop 4 ways of 2, 7, 10, all hearts. We flop a set, but the board is all hearts. We gotta tread carefully here. It checks to the hijack and he c-bets for 30. I call hoping to boat up and under the gun calls. 3 ways now, the turn is the queen of hearts. This board just keeps getting worse and worse. The hijack now bets 50 and we got a pretty easy laydown here. I let it go, we can't call that. I can't help but think though, if I 3-bet him on the flop, he might have let it go and folded, or at least checked it to me on the turn, hoping I continue betting, allowing me to check back and see the river for a chance to boat up for free. 5 minutes later, we look down at pocket 8s, the snowman, and the big blind. There's a few limps to me, and I open for 15. We get 4 callers and enter the flop 5 ways. I generally always open for 15, no matter what, with my entire range, but when there's that many limpers, maybe I should start using bigger sizing to prevent getting so many callers. I need to start punishing these limpers. But all that doesn't matter when the flop comes ace 10 8. We flop another set That's 2 sets in 10 minutes. I c-bet for 25 and get 2 callers. One of them for sure has an ace here. Let's play a big pot. The turn is a blank, the 3 of clubs. Now I bet out 50. We get 1 caller, and then the short stack goes all in for less, about $43. The river is a 7 of hearts. The obvious spade draw misses. I'm feeling good with my set, so I bet out for about half pot of 150. Under the gun calls. I flip over my set, expecting to take it down, but then middle position the short stack flips over pocket aces for a better set. What just happened? We lose a 288 main pot, but win a bigger side pot over 300, so that's good at least. But I'm still confused. I'm rewinding the action back in my head like, this guy limped in middle position with pocket aces. Who does that? And then he just flat called my pre-flop open and flat called my flop c-bet with only 40 behind, and he didn't even jam. I can't believe it. At least we still drag in that massive side pot. We sit a few more hours before racking up and booking a small win. Nothing really interesting happened after that. We won 429 the first session and won 80 the second, but that second session's table was just nitty, very nitty. Everyone was playing super tight, and it's got me thinking I might be outgrowing 1-3. It might be time for me to move up at 2-5, and if I'm profitable at 1-3, maybe I could be profitable at 2-5. Look forward for that. I'm gonna be shot taking very soon by the end of the year. Look for that 2-5 vlog. That's it for today. I'll see you guys on the next one.